good morning and happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Good, isn't it?
It is so good. What did you do? Did you celebrate?
Well, yes, I did. I had the most amazing present. Somebody gave me a star.
A star?
Oh, that's
A star in
lovely.
Pegasus. It's called Jilly, and it's in Pegasus.
Oh,
You know,
a real
star.
star in
A
the
real
sky.
star. A real star.
That's a
And
great
what's this?
This is. Can you imagine on your birthday, 80, geriatric old thing, and suddenly on the door knocks, and 3 stunning-looking men turn up, and they're the manager of Forest Green Football Club, and the company secretary, and the journalist who does all the Twitter things like that, and they bought me a present. And look.
And look at that.
See, look.
Oh, it's got your name on it. Jilly 80. That's fantastic. And it's
What
your
position
colour
do
as
you
well.
play?
Not quite. I mean, sometimes the colour I am after a hangover.
We've actually got, Jilly, we've got a cake for you here.
We do. Let's bring it in. This is quite the
We
most
thought this
fabulous
was
cake.
quite appropriate for you.
Oh, look.
There you
Oh,
are.
How brilliant is that? It
God,
weighs an
isn't that
absolute ton,
brilliant?
so I
Who
might
did
just leave
that?
it there. How good is that? Can you see that? I don't want it to...
But that's riveting. It's beautiful. Who did that?
Somebody very clever.
Very,
a
very
professional, clever person.
Professional cake
But you
cutter.
can take this home with you,
Can I?
so we'll
Yeah.
pop it here. Yeah, that is for you.
There we go. I'll put this by
darling.
the side
That's
of you.
so brilliant, because it's the old jacket.
Yes, exactly.
'Cause
Well, while we're talking about jackets, we should talk about this one, because this is a soft jacket. It's just been released. This is Mount. This is your newest novel, and it's just been released in paperback. And it is brilliant. Rupert Campbell.
Look at that. Look at that.
I know.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you love
gosh,
it?
isn't that lovely? Oh, thank you.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
She didn't make it. And it gave you a great insight into that world, didn't it? What did you learn?
What did I learn?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I know a lot anyway. No, but I didn't realise that it sounds filthy a bit early in the morning. But it needs 5 people to guide a stallion into a mare. Did you know that?
5?
Holding different bits of them and sort of shoving them together.
Is that
Yes,
right?
Yes, it is, and it's on sort of shredded rubber, and they do it, and and very small stallions have to stand on boxes.
Because, I mean, this is a huge money-making
Like Alan
business,
Ladd,
isn't it?
remember? Alan Ladd used to stand on boxes to kiss people.
The actor. Yeah.
You're too young to know that.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and on shredded rubber as well, I'm sure, probably.
Because you went to boarding school, didn't you? And you were at boarding school in Wiltshire. What were you like as a schoolgirl?
The Godolphin, and it was a very, very, very good school, very academic, and it still is. But I love my pony and my home and my parents and my dogs, and it was a prison to me going away from school.
Was it really?
Yes, you know, because I mean, I just wanted to be at home.
Were you well behaved, or were you?
No, I was known as the Unholy Terror because I was so naughty. And we used to have midnight feasts, stupid things like that. But all we thought about were men, and the thing was there weren't any.
Because it was all girls.
All girls. And the only men we could see, we went to runs around Salisbury. We used to see lorry drivers, we used to wave at them, and all the gardeners they made all the gardeners at least 80 at my age now, because so we wouldn't sort of lust after them. So.
So when obviously when you got older, and in the 60s, you described the 60s as the sexiest of times.
It's fun.
Were they?
Yes, yes, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't have been born then, but it was fun. Because just everybody was having a nice time. And nobody was you could wolf whistle at a girl in the street and nobody would think you were sexually molesting. Molesting, that's a good word, molesting.
Molesting.
Molesting, isn't that a good word? It's a new word.
It's
Yes,
a new
well
word.
done.
You've invented that one.
It was invented here.
It was more fun and more easy, and I just think life at the moment is very difficult for
Do you think, though, because funnily enough, I was watching on the
You
news
must get
last
selfied
night,
all
there was
the time, don't you?
Pardon?
Did you get selfied all the time?
Selfies?
Selfies,
Yeah, I like it. I'm flattered. I love a selfie. So if there is, because there was a thing on the news last night about women feeling intimidated by being whistled at,
Yeah.
and do you think we're taking ourselves too seriously?
It was lovely. I liked being whistled at. It was lovely. It cheered me up and made I brush my hair properly. I love men being nice. I think it's very sad that the sexes can't cherish each other and cheer each other up and admire each other anymore. That's what...
It's interesting, though, isn't it, that you sort of had the 60s, which was this very free time, very sort of liberated time, and yet when your first novels were published, in the 80s, 30 years ago, not everybody had that reaction, did they? I mean, quite a lot of people were still quite shocked and horrified by what you were writing.
My bank manager said, "How did Jilly know things like this?" And things like that.
How did Jilly know stuff like that?
That's the bank manager said. But the editor of Horse and Hound, a man called Michael Clayton, who's a very nice man, but he said, "This is a disgusting book. Show jumpers are not like this. You know, they don't behave badly." And darling Harvey Smith left his wife a week later.
Right.
Kings have abdicated for love, and so have I. And so he left his wife, and so they were actually behaving quite like that.
Well, when you said
Exactly
you moved to the country and you were inundated with other couples saying, how do you fancy getting together? That happened quite a bit.
Yes.
Where the hell did you live?
No, but the country, they did an extraordinary thing. They had things called feather parties. Have you ever played a feather party?
What's a feather
So
party?
you all go to this party, and you have an enormous counterpane with a feather in the centre.
Yeah.
And everybody shakes the counterpane. They all party. And where the feather goes nearest, you have to remove a garment. It's like strip poker.
I've never heard of that before.
Let's bring it back.
Will you be doing that on your big
Angela,
80th party that you're having in the summer?
Oh, yes, if you will. You come, won't you?
I'd love to.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll bring the feather.